thought I'd give Jack a little outing. Maybe the salt water will help his wound. Monty's off socialising and Jack's annoyed that he can't. So, oh, I've got like, my heart's racing, like boom, 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 boom. It feels like I've got bubbles, like aero bubbles in my, my chest. Ellie's gone off to her dad's. Sorry, I'm chewing gum, it's very disgusting and bad, but I just felt like it. Wind is, the sand is blowing straight in your eyes. A lot of people have made sandcastles and I'm a bit embarrassed that Monty wants to keep going and cock his leg on them all. You're cooking or leg or pooing? Oh, excuse me, what's gotten into Jack? Well, I do know what's gotten into Jack, he's probably just not feeling it, is he? Probably too much too soon for him. He's a bit snappy, actually, to be honest. I've seen him grumpy before, but he's a bit snappy. Normally he actually speaks to a dog, and if he doesn't get on with them then he might get a bit grumpy, but today he's just like, as soon as they come near, probably the operation. Right, let's talk chronic illness, because some woman popped up on the feed last night and said, yet another one. I mean, I've had them time and time again. You can't have fibromyalgia because you're out walking your dogs. You can't. Oh God, it drives me to insanity and back. Plus the wind thing drives me mad. I bought a wind thing, it doesn't fit my phone. I don't want to fork out again. We're all different, people. What affects me with my fibro wouldn't affect you with your fibro. I find it utterly offensive that somebody with fibro would question me. More so because of all the people out there that don't understand the condition or chronic illness or chronic fatigue. I can give them a pass on it because they just don't get it. They've got no idea what we're dealing with. But those of you that are dealing with it, how bloody dare you? If I'd taken to my bed and decided that I couldn't cope, I'd have lost my daughter, I'd have lost my dogs, and quite frankly, probably my life. It's a state of mind. People manage to walk with no limbs. They shuffle themselves across the floor. You're telling me that doesn't hurt? People run in the Olympics on artificial limbs. How the hell do they do that? And you're not telling me that doesn't hurt, because I'm damn sure it bloody would. Life hurts. Deal with it. You either take to your bed and give up, or you get up and you do what you can when you can, which is what I do. There's nobody else in my house that's going to do the chores. It's not up to Ellie to do the chores. She's a child. She's doing her schooling. Her job at the moment is to learn. Yes, I know there are a lot of kids out there that act as carers, that help their invalided family, and good God, take my hat off to them. Amazing. But that's not what I want for Ellie. Yes, she could walk the dogs. Yes, she could do this, that and the other. I don't want her to. Walking the dogs is my way of getting off my backside every day and getting out in the air. Fibromyalgia is caused by the misfiring in the brain, by anxiety and depression, and mine is made worse by stress and upset and etc, etc. Now, walking my dogs is my salvation in more ways than one, and if I didn't get off my arse and go and do that, I'm not sure who or what I'd be. Now, I want you all to stop nitpicking. I have fibromyalgia. I've been diagnosed with fibromyalgia. I have lots of pain with my fibromyalgia. I take drugs with my fibromyalgia. And I'm fed up of having to deal with these comments. I just, it really hurts me to think that those of us that suffer in silence are actually at each other's throats. There's enough to deal with those that don't get it than there is, you know, the need to start on each other. I challenge you, just try doing one extra thing each day. Even if it's taking your arm off the bed and lifting it and bicep curling once, twice. It's more than just lying there. That's my motto at the moment. You all think I walk this amazing distance every day. I've measured it. At most it's about a mile. I literally go out my back door, I climb up a little hill, go along a flat bit, then climb up another little hill, and then I'm on the hill. And I walk up and down the hill, which is probably about 300 yards there and back, and then I come back down the hill. It's not like some massive 10-mile hike every day. And some days it takes me an hour and a bit to get up that hill and back. I take a few steps at a time. I have a big, you know, try and calm my heart down, and I start again. I don't race up it and race back down it. Chance of going anywhere in a hurry is long gone for the time being. I'm slow, I'm seized up, I'm really overweight. My muscles are spasmed, my joints don't function. And I don't like being questioned as to whether I've got fibromyalgia. How do any of you know how I'm feeling? You're judging a book by its cover, and I'd have thought you'd have known better. Anyway, enough of that. So there's lots of people around today, more than I expected. Lots of kids around as well. Hopefully I've kept most of them out of this. We've had a little trundle up and down, very slow walk with Jack. He's very grumpy, which I understand. In the mornings, when the alarm goes off at 7 and Baby Bear wants to get up and get ready for school, I have to force myself out of the bed. I mean, literally, my eyelids are like glued shut. It's so extreme. But I do force myself out of the bed. I take her to school, I come back, and I normally sit on my backside for the best part of 2 hours, if not longer. Then I get up, have a wee, take the dogs up the hill, which is normally about an hour and a half. Not because of the distance, but because it's just difficult. I come home. If I've got the energy, I'll do a bit of cleaning. If I haven't, I'll sit down again before whatever else is on the list that needs doing. Life is a fight. It's a struggle. It's nothing like it used to be. But trust me, unless you fight, it will take you. What you doing? What you doing? He was running around. Run around. Run around. Go on. Go for it. Oh, okay. You were running around in circles. It was pretty. It was pretty, Momo. Momo don't want to do it. Momo don't want to run. Oh, there he goes. I like Momo running around. Your Momo likes to look at you. Just to remind him of. Who asked your opinion? Look, people, I'm a firm believer that unless you fight fibromyalgia, it'll take you, it'll swallow you whole, and it won't even have the decency to spit you out the other end. It'll keep you churning, it'll keep you hurting. You've got to fight it, people. It's hard, and it's not the physicality or the pain that's the problem. It's the psychological battle of knowing you don't look like you used to look, of knowing that people look at you and wonder why you've got the disabled badge. People telling you that you don't deserve the disabled badge because you can actually get up on 2 feet and walk. I mean, seriously, disability is so much more than physicality, and fibromyalgia is the living proof of that. Fibromyalgia is there because of our brains, not because of our physicality. Anyway, I'll stop waffling because my beach walk has come to an end. If you don't like what I'm saying, then you don't need to watch me, do you? Jog on. I'm not a public service anymore. I don't have to please all the people all the time. I don't have to be politically correct, or I try my hardest every day. If it's not good enough for you, then tough. Right, I'm going home. Right, Bear Fam, I've just been listening back to myself on the beach and trying to edit. I'm not sure I got my point across. I was a bit cross when I read, not for the first time, I suspect, some of the comments last night, starting on the old, you can't have fibromyalgia because you leave the house and walk your dogs every day. And it frustrates me no end. I think what frustrates me the most about it is that it's fellow sufferers that seem to feel the need to get the measuring stick out. Mine's worse than yours, therefore I win. And at no point did anybody ever tell me it was a competition. As far as I can tell, we all have our own personal battles. It's irrelevant, utterly irrelevant, what person A, person B, person C has as an experience of fibromyalgia. We can listen, we can use it as a point of reference, we can use it as guidance that might help us understand what's happening to our own bodies, but we should never use it as a template for how you should exist with fibromyalgia. I live my life since having been diagnosed. Well, I had 2/3 years of very difficult time with my health prior to getting my final diagnosis. I've then spent 2 years in a process that ultimately led to me medically retiring from my job. And I now find myself looking for a new path and trying to reinvent myself. But that's my journey. Nobody else has the jurisdiction to come into my frame, my life, my whatever, and start telling me how I feel and what, you can't tell me that I haven't got fibromyalgia because my symptoms and my experience doesn't marry with yours. To my knowledge, when I went to Dorset County Hospital and saw the consultant rheumatologist, they seemed to be fairly qualified. They didn't look like an imposter. I'm pretty certain when they gave me the diagnosis, they weren't joking. Pretty sure the pain I experience and all the drugs I'm on aren't just being given to me for the hell of it. Seriously, get a grip of yourself. If you're bedbound, then I feel for you. But are you bedbound? Or are you just letting it steamroller you? There are people in the world that cannot get out of bed. There are people in the world that are so poorly and so disabled that their existence is lying in bed or being in a wheelchair, but they don't let that stop them, do they? Crikey, I've seen people, amazing people that blow me out of the, water, just amaze me. The amount of things they've got going on, and yet they are up, out, like competing in the blooming Olympics, and just, God knows how they get their brains to direct their bodies to do that. But if you're bedbound with fibromyalgia, that's got to be pain related. That's got to be the fatigue. And yeah, I suffer with those. I'm dead beat from the minute I even contemplate getting out of bed to the minute that I get back in the bed. I have to, I'm the one, trying to convince my daughter to go to bed early. I just cannot exist, I think you have to battle. I think you have to fight it. I think you have to take it by the scruff of the neck, ram it against the wall and say, no, you will not take me. You will not take over my life and dictate to me. Fibromyalgia, you will sit in the corner and you will do as you are damn well told. God, I don't know. All I know is that I battle. And some days I sit on the sofa and give in. And I also know that if I had a partner who was running around after me, I would probably spend my life sat on my butt or having an afternoon nap. So, if you truly are bedbound and you truly have no ability to get up, then please excuse my ignorance. But just ask yourself the difficult question, because I have a feeling that it's very easy to give in to it. It hurts. You feel like you've already done 15 miles before you even get out of bed. You ache. You hurt. You're tired. Your head hurts. I'm going through a stage of having banging migraines at the moment, but there's always something. I think in times of old, if I'd felt like this, it would have been a day off work. Do you know what I mean? I feel that rough most days that, yeah, you probably would have taken a day off work because you wouldn't have felt able to get out of the bed. You'd have thought you probably had a bit of flu because you ached so bad, because you had no energy, because everything hurt. You felt a bit sick, your head was hurting, you were a bit dizzy, bit of a temperature, sore skin. You would definitely have thought you had flu or something and you'd have sat the day out. But when it's every day, when you know that is life, then you have to push it. You have to push through it. You have to just... Do you know, the other day when I had that stomach virus, I was out of... Well, I don't know if it was a stomach virus or what it was, but I knew I needed dog food and I knew I needed to pick my meds up, and there's nobody else going to do it. So I don't know, I stood here wondering how the hell I was going to manage it. I don't know how to explain it. I just did it. I just went out and did it. There were points I thought I was going to fall on my face. But when I was married, good God, I'd have been in bed. I'd have had a drink next to me. My husband would have been running around after me. So I think the goalposts change when you know that you are the only person. I don't know. I've waffled again, and I'm going to shut the flipping heck up. Look, to the genuine members of the Bear Fam that get it, that understand, that support me, thank you so much. Dax dreaming. Oh, bless. Bless the baby. To the rest of you that just want to have a go at me, jog on. Thank you. Love you, Bear Fam. Take care of yourselves and each other. And fight. Fight the fibros. Make fibros sit in the corner. Tell it. You say, no, fibromyalgia. You will not take me. You will not swallow me. You will not turn me into a person that can't do things. I will be the person that can do things. I will do it with the fibromyalgia. I will move forwards, even if I only lift my arm once a day. It's once more than you did before. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I will catch you on the morrow. Bye.